Hello. It is FS. Yo, what up? I'm feeling a hell of a lot more enthusiastic than I have in quite a while. If you weren't able to tell from how I was chatting in 8-bits chat. The last week has been transformative, I guess. Hey Zelik. Come receptacle. Yeah, that's one thing. The new person in our head is having a slight effect on us. She basically made it a rule that Raz has to say exactly what she's feeling whenever she talks to her. But Raz immediately realized she was going to use that to absolutely destroy her on stream. And I've sort of just decided to follow along with that because it's my predisposition too. And also because I sort of realized just how badly I was holding myself back with not saying shit. Like, I knew it was bad, but I didn't realize how much it was draining me. Watching 5 streams at once, Jesus. Give Zelik my role. There can be more than one cum receptacle, or whatever I called him. Missed you too, Zelik. Do you never get to the streams because you work at night and I no longer stream at night? Are you chatting in 5 streams at once? No. Not been able to join. That sucks. I'd like to get back to a night schedule, but it's just not really possible. I mean, I could do it in the evening, I'm sure. But I've adopted a day schedule, and now it's like I tend to want to stream closer to when I wake up. Otherwise, I start to talk myself out of it. I think that'll be a lot less of a problem now. Like, okay, before we made the new person, we were all really excited at the prospect that she'd like, that she'd have the potential to help us fix ourselves, I guess. But afterwards, we all sort of clammed up and stopped thinking about it because we didn't want to put pressure on her. And then she was basically like, "Fucking stop that! Get excited." I don't know how it's gonna affect me, and you made me specifically to deal with these sorts of pressures. So why the fuck are you not talking about it anymore? Fuck, why wouldn't I? I don't know. Aren't you managing like a workshop as well? Like a bunch of people. But yeah, what was that? Did I make my point? Did I can't remember. Right. So she's already picked a name as well. She named herself Rose after the character from The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. As a disclaimer, that is not Redo of Healer, that's a different show. Basically the character Rose is Drill Sergeant Muscle Mommy. And have brain rot, OCD, or hyperfixation. If you're in 5 streams at once and also dealing with a bunch of people, like IRL, that's like peak hyperactive brain. Maybe I should try streaming later. It's just okay, a few things. I like to stream closer to when I wake up, but that may not be as much of an issue if Rose is consistently forcing me to. But I also don't like streaming close to when I go to sleep because then my brain's buzzing and I can't defocus. Although that might also be less of an issue now. Over the last like month and a bit, we figured out how to put ourselves to sleep very consistently. Not just that, but we can force dreams and are getting closer and closer to lucid dreaming on top of that. Barely keep up with 2 streams on a good day today. Granted, I was also spamming DL with porn. I can keep up with 1 stream on a good day. Other people in my head are different though. Although we all make it a practice not to engage with too much stuff at once. Because it's distracting. It makes us not able to appreciate the thing we're focusing on, or rather not able to focus on it at all, but also not appreciate it. So say when I watch YouTube videos, I shut off my other monitor and I don't tab out most of the time. Like, that's something that took a while for me to drill into myself. Talking about drilling myself. But it's been well worth it. Sure, I'm similar. I just don't want to leave 8-bit with an empty chat. His chat's popping off more than mine has in like a year. Actually, no, that's not true, because the last stream was pretty damn active too. Or the last stream, or was it the stream before that? I can't remember. Anyways, we should be streaming more. Also, like, any of us has the potential to come out during this stream. Raz also had a great deal of transformative shit happen. 8-bit's got DL in his regulars. Yeah, he's what am I trying to say? He's got a surprising amount of activity now. I figured, like, he seemed like he was iffy on streaming and didn't really feel like he seemed like he might end up just kind of giving up because of the lack of engagement, but he's stuck with it and gotten a regular like following, and it's pretty nice to see. He seems to enjoy it a lot, and I like that. Good transformative, I'd hope. Very. If I were the jealous sort, I'd be jealous of Rose. She melted Raz harder than I have. Well, harder than I have since old Eris, like, early on into their relationship. And also just immediately cut straight to the heart of why Raz feels so directionless, which we've been struggling with, like, figuring out for a long time, and figured out why she's so, like, prone to self-isolation. Man, that her old relationship fucked her up, man. Like, the one with, I mean, she's not in the community anymore. I guess I can just say who it was. She was in a relationship with Giga. And it was bad. It was superficially good. Missed you, Eris. Yeah, I want to keep streaming consistently. I've realized a lot of things about stream that have helped me build back up my enthusiasm. Like I think I've been trying to manage everything way too much. Go figure. Autismo, who plays, like, base building resource management games, is trying to manage things too much. Like, I was keeping myself way too tightly to a leash. Not in a good way. Restraining my emotions and not being able to connect. And not being able to say what I want to say. You might notice I'm talking different than I have been. I only just noticed. And also that I do want to turn this into a job. Like, as I've struggled a lot with wondering, like, if I'm focusing too much on that, if that's draining me of enthusiasm, but I don't think it was. I think it drained me of enthusiasm when I was focusing on it way too hard, but not when I was just making it part of the streaming. It's like I feel like I've just overcompensated for absolutely everything, which is discouraging to realize, but it's also the only way you move past shit, so just gotta take it. Actually being affected by coffee again. It's helping brain focus for now. I've got some tea right next to me from yesterday that I might drink. I don't know, I seem to have a love-hate relationship with caffeine. It can help me when I'm already it can help me when I'm helping myself, I guess. Lipton. Lipton Black. Overcompensation is rough to manage because you can overcompensate for overcompensating. Yeah, that's kind of just what I've been doing. It's like I've touched on a lot of truth of what's causing me issues, but I focus on it too much. And then I end up overcompensating for that specific thing and falling out in other ways. And then I ended up overcompensating when I realized that those things are fucking me up. And I didn't realize the extent of this until... Well, Rose gave both me and Raz a workover, to say the least. I think I've been subconsciously trying to avoid a lot of my emotions without like really realizing, trying to avoid them by overcompensating for them. I didn't really think of that as an avoidance technique, but yeah. So basically I just need to take a fucking chill pill and then continue to take a chill pill and just keep on taking a chill pill. Everything in my head it gets all like wound up and tense if I don't just consistently tell myself to take a fucking chill pill. And now I've got someone who can sort of slap chill into me. I'm glad we spent so long meditating on how we would make her and like narrowing things down and getting a clear picture in our head. It really paid off to be patient with it. Sometimes relaxing is the hardest thing. I definitely get that. Yeah, and I just realized something earlier today. The reason why booze makes it so much easier to operate for me, it's just because it's a chill pill. That's it. That's all it is. It makes it so that I don't worry as much about saying what pops into my head. I don't feel as embarrassed. I don't suppress myself. I feel like if something happens that's socially awkward, 20% is in the moment and 80% is in our head. And if we react good, 80% is better. Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh, matters is our reaction. Yeah, it really is. Like, most people will just pass things off. Like, if something is awkward, they'll just be like, whatever. As long as you don't keep doing it over and over, and then you, like, if you keep doing it over and over, that's usually, the thing is, that's people who are critically unself-aware that end up doing that. Not people like me. Oh shit. Pug party, hey. Pug party. Thank you for the raid. I still love that raid notification. Forgot about Pug Party. I was happy forgetting about Pug Party. That's another thing that I've been like holding back on doing. That's an edit. Like that's from a video. But it's a very long edit that I made. I made the edit specifically so that it would stretch out to like the maximum 30 seconds. So I just, it doesn't even sound like it, but I actually looped a lot of the sounds over and over just to see if it would sound fine, and it did. So like I've been holding myself back on doing things like that because I'm embarrassed of my doofy ass ideas, basically. Do not approve of the kink of the day. Yeah, I put it up there because you don't approve of it. All right, fine. What is a kink of the day that you would recommend, Dio? Just go ahead, any one of them. I'm feeling generous. Audio is the souls of the corrupted. Yeah, pugs are fucked from birth. No goddamn well. I mean, I know, but I'm wondering if you're gonna say. Eris generous? That doesn't sound right. What the fuck do you think I am? I'm generous. I generously bully all of you until you come. You can out me, it's fine, but I can't bring myself to. Well, I guess it's not the kink of the day then. Sucks to suck. So everyone go post sounding porn, you know, shoving things down your dick, or, well, down your urethra. It can be women too, or undicked women. I think most of the women here are dicked women. I like this song. Yeah, Lisa's a great fucking soundtrack. Don't go that far. If it's genuinely a sore subject. And also, post it in the in Cultured. Oh, here's the Discord, by the way, if you want to. Post it in Cultured as well. I know that's like a visceral reaction sort of fetish, so I'm not gonna be like, yeah, flood general lootery with it. Post it in Cultured and follow the rules. You know, tag and spoiler. It's only because I was already sending porn that you'll. Alright. Oh, Zelik. Wow. Pat, 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 pat. Good boy. Good zoomer. No, and I'm not even gonna let the parts rats post. Why not? I guess you only have the one computer, right? Or are they just gonna post some nightmare fuel? Which is fine too. I'm gonna end up encouraging them, and I'm sorry, no. Definitely one of the more polarizing kinks, isn't it? Yeah. I understand. I just don't agree. Gotta go feed the dogs, I'll be back in a bit. Okie dokie. Why does it sound to see more odd and somewhat disturbing porn out of curiosity? Right, I'm gonna write in the server kink of of the day TM is sounding. Posted in cultured. Or post in cultured. Don't forget to spoil and tag. Got more lines crossed than not crossed. I've seen a notorious furry cheese grater image. What, the one in cultured that you posted? I have plenty of computers, but DL is my baby. They're not allowed to make DL uncomfortable. Oh, he really does dote on you, doesn't he? I post it? Yeah. I believe Raph said, what a great pick. I thrive on making people uncomfortable. It's probably as a result of me being horribly uncomfortable so often. Because I just develop... Like, the reason I have so many fetishes is because I have so many fears. And so many instances of trauma related to things. Just fear is my, like, one of my ultimate horny buttons. Yeah, that's something I don't enjoy but did seek out because I was curious. I was reacting to memes I posted in there a long time ago. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. It's kind of funny seeing people like who are new to the server or who just started talking like go back to really old posts and respond to them. I mean, it drums up chat, so nothing wrong with it, but it's still funny to see. New member, not a new member, but someone who hasn't talked for a long time, I believe, or hasn't talked much until recently. Just gonna post general urethral penetration. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean really when I say sounding. Hey, remember that one time where I tried to gaslight 8-bit while playing Mabinogi? And or rather, where I tried to gaslight everyone into believing 8-bit was into sounding. I have a feeling he doesn't because of the whole Swiss cheese brain thing. Okay, that's something else that I've been really worried about. To be honest, I feel I'm kind of scared of hurting people. So I hold back a lot of the jokes I say, especially related to people's intelligence, because that's always been like a big sticking point for me. That's a like genuine bad feel for me. Well, at least it used to be. Now for some reason I get off on at least Raz making fun of it. But you know, the remaking thing hit different. It wasn't gaslighting, it was completely true. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's right. 8-bit, you're really into sounding, aren't you? Dumbass, you can insult me all you want. I do not give a shit. The thing is, like, the worry I've had hasn't been like the acute like bad feels. It's been the wearing people down. Because I know how that goes. Like, if people say things enough, you'll start to believe them. It's just kind of a human thing. If you're surrounded by that, if you get a reputation around here and like that eventually wears away your like sense of who you are. I don't want that to happen, but I also can't really control that. And this is, I mean, I like teasing people. So I'm gonna try to rely more on people. I'm gonna try to rely more on people actually informing me rather than trying to guess what's gonna happen and compensate. You know, like someone who was raised by narcissists. Be as mean as you want to me. I will make it very clear if I'm displeased with something. I'll keep that in mind. I know how horny you get off of people being mean to you, and I've gotten a lot better at that over time. So I might take you up on that. I'll leave for like 2 weeks, and you make another person. What the hell? Okay, we were talking about this like over a month ago, I think. This has been a long time coming. I've posted it in the server a few times, even. Arthas, where the fuck have you been? I can't believe you would abandon me like this. Yeah, no, I know you've been dealing with important shit. Don't worry. Life kind of sucks, yeah. Don't call me stupid or anything along those lines regarding intelligence, and I'm probably good, otherwise I'll inform you as they pop up. Okie dokie. Basically, I have a serious issue with pulling my punches too much. Like, I'm worried that I'm gonna hurt people, and I need to not focus on that so much. Because it's clear that you people are a bunch of degenerates and you get off on being hurt, so... So, what the fuck am I doing? I'm making you less horny and making it less fun for me. Insult me however y'all like. Nobody here has the capability of making me feel bad via insults, I assure you. That's how I am as well, for the most part. There are a few sticking points, or at least there were before the remaking. But just a random person could never hurt me. Like, not really. Not unless they, like, did something that affected me, like, not just emotionally. Like, practically. Some pain can be very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think all of us would agree. Especially Raz. She's growling at me. But I'm not the one who instantly got turned into Jello from a new person in her head. I feel like Raz is gonna have a lot harder time on stream. because Rose is forcing her to talk exactly what she feels. Dealing with max stress while trying to better myself and trying to beat my laziness in finals, and yeah, life is just a lot right now. Trying to disconnect from things. Try not to take on so much. Take a breather every once in a while if you can. It's important to get rest and decent sleep if you are able to. Like, people are way too focused on doing things and not just chilling and waiting things out. Like, I know you have a lot to deal with that you have to do, but at the same time, you need rest. You absolutely need it. It's critical. You'll break down without it. You worry too much about hurting others while being more dominant as well. And it's certainly process overcoming that. Yeah, that's why I've needed alcohol for so long to, like, get in the horny mood. Because I go way, way hard when I'm like that. And when I'm not drunk, I second-guess myself constantly. It's actually been a big issue between me and Raz, because like early after we remade ourselves, early after that, I ended up going way too hard, and she went too hard on me, and it fried all of us for like several weeks, and we could barely do anything together, and it drained us emotionally really bad, and we've been hesitant to do things because of that. And I think we're going to be a lot less hesitant now, since we sort of realized that, okay, Rose did some things to me, and then pointed out the fact that I didn't totally overwhelm everyone in her head. And then we're like, oh shit, so we have just gained the emotional calluses required then. Good. But we were worried about doing it again, and it was causing us to hesitate and grow distant, and it's not good. So now I don't think I have to worry so much about breaking her irreversibly, or breaking all of us irreversibly, I guess. It'll make me glad I'm not a dom sometimes. A little sounds stressful. It's stressful, but it's rewarding. Power highs are quite unlike the subby things. It's a totally different flavor. They're a bunch of degenerates. They get off on it. You emotionally and physically can't do anything to me. I already know that. Very similar to me in that regard. Like, the only one who can genuinely emotionally hurt me is someone who's very close to me, or myself. Like, I can get irritated by someone talking shit or whatever, but that's about it. It just makes me want to hit back. Being a dom is scary because you don't want to actually hurt their feelings. It's a tough line to tote. Yeah, and a lot of the time people aren't communicative with you, or they just don't know what they want, or they don't know what is gonna be too much, and you have to test boundaries a lot, and that's fucking terrifying when you're like dealing with really delicate shit that could potentially break someone. Like, when you are a dom, you have to be very considerate of who you're subbing, unless they get off on you not being considerate to them. But even then, you have to have a level of it. It's a lot of self-control. And I'm not very good at self-control. I'm far more a primal dom than anything. As in, when I get into it hard, and I don't stop until I'm satisfied. And it's more about tearing them apart and seeing the cute expressions on their face. So I tend to... A very specific sort of person can handle my sort of dom. Unless you're my dom, hurting my feelings makes me happy because I'm broken. Average Jarrett's viewer. It's why I'm normally sub. I enjoy a lot when I'm being dominant, but it's a lot of real effort, and it doesn't come as naturally to me as some folks. Since I sub a lot more, I'm in tune with how to get people going once I'm in charge. I get, I'm naturally subby, but if someone opens up the avenue for dominus, I will lean into it really hard. But okay, as a dom, I need people to communicate with me, like, probably a lot more than most. I find it easy to read people's emotions, but I don't find it easy to push past my own. So I second guess myself a lot, and I kind of need reassurance. That's another thing. People act like the dom has to be the like has to be the one that's like emotionally strong, and they can't let their emotions be injected into it. But sometimes you can't help it. You just have to know how to redirect it, and it's not a one-way street. If the sub is in a vulnerable position, then you should try to get to a point where you can release things where it doesn't hurt them. But at the same time, you need reassurance too. Like, it's emotionally taxing. Sexual stuff in general is emotionally taxing. And if you're going really hard in one direction or the other, it's going to be way more emotionally taxing. Even if it feels amazing at the time, you could just break down into tears later because you're coming down from it. Irritated is something I am a lot. That's because of work more than anything. Need someone to tear me apart sometime. Well, I'd offer, but unfortunately unfortunately, you're a little bit far away from me. Worry less about the self-control aspect of doming and more about me not picking up on the cue to stop or at least slow down or whatever. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I need so much communication from my sub. Like, for me, safe word is the only thing that will get me to stop when I'm really into it. Or my own hesitation, and I don't like I can't rely on that. That's a bad, that stops me in my tracks if I let it. Like, if I even let it, like, if I even let the thought start to form, it causes me to stutter and fall out of what I'm doing. So I really, really need people to say the safe word if it's too much. I can't second guess myself over and over. That's the biggest part, like, of what doming, like, why doming is taxing for me, is my tendency to second guess myself. And I'm more dominant with men than I am with women. For me, it doesn't seem to matter. So twisted that I've had to give my doms aftercare in the past because they felt so bad about how I like to be treated. I've done that plenty of times as well. Although, to be honest, like, I've only had one dom that wasn't, to be frank, kind of a pussy. Like, I don't want to talk bad about people I used to love, but at the same time, there's a point where it's not a reasonable level of hesitation. Like, I can recognize when I'm too afraid to do shit. I occasionally am a pussy when it comes to breaking people because I'm worried about how much I'm going to break them. But I push past it. And my exes didn't. They simply didn't. They didn't try a lot of the time. Aftercare is for both, exactly. How does one pick a safe word they won't forget? The general rules for it are have it be short, memorable, like a sound that isn't generally used. One of my rules is, since I become practically mute when I'm fucked into oblivion, and I can do like say if my safe word starts with a strange letter, like my first one was zombie. Because that's what I felt like after getting fucked that hard. So, like, the thing I generally could get out was oh no. So I give people a rule. It should be something that you can stutter the first syllable of, and I know what you're saying. Actually, almost all of the safe words I've had in relationships have been JoJo's stand names. but it's like, you don't have to get out the entire stand name. Most of them have easily recognized sounds. I wouldn't recommend using common words. Use something that you will stick in your head. People saying like pineapple, like, sure, people are gonna remember that because it's archetypical. I wouldn't recommend a fruit name personally. I wouldn't recommend anything standard. I'd recommend a word that means something to you. A word that has easily recognized sounds. And for you to dedicate it to memory. And also, like, as a dom, remind the sub that they have a safe word. Be like, if they look like they might be fading out and unable to respond, tell them, remember, we have a safe word. They have to know that, they have to know in the moment that they have that option. Pretty much gotta psych myself up to dom and be in the right mood to even stand a chance on that. Yeah, same. I mean, I think that's a standard. The more pent up I am, the easier I am to get into a dom mood. Weirdly enough, I think that's also standard. When I get sexually frustrated, I get a lot more forward. Go by the rule that safe word is a permanent backup safe word, just in case. What? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a good idea, actually. I haven't thought of that. Also do hand signals if someone is gagged. I haven't experimented much with bondage, so the only thing like that I've had has been tapping out. Like, that's generally a really easy one. Like, if you just tap someone like on the leg like 3 or 4 times, generally they get the message. Fucking weeb. Wait, what? Oh, right, the JoJo. Yeah. For real is something I have as a phrase. Can only be answered for real, never in character. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I've said that passively. Well, not that specifically, but same sentiment. Someone is panicking and says stop or something and you're unsure. Yeah, I usually say, I think I usually say, are you sure? Are you sure you want me to stop? If they confirm, then obviously I stop. Took me like 4 reads to decipher. My brain is fucking cooked. Yamete kudasai. See, now I'm getting the urge to not say a thing, but I need to say it. Okay, despite common sayings, no does not always mean no. Oftentimes it means go harder. You have to know the person, though. It's a situation-based thing. It's a rapport-based thing. You need to know who they are and what they're into. And you need to confirm sometimes. People like to put everything in terms of like black and white, but it's not like that. It's really complicated, and in the heat of the moment, in an extremely emotionally charged situation, which is basically almost every sexual encounter, no often means go fucking harder. have a distinct interest in bondage, but unshockingly I have no experience, as with all things. Well, I'd say go with your gut when you have a chance to test it out. I really get sexually frustrated. I get hornier and easily turned on, but like not the rest. I get sexually frustrated if people are being overly, like, if I know someone wants to do shit with me, but they're being, I don't like when people play hard to get. The harder you play to get, the more sexually aggressive I get. This is obviously for people I already know are into it, but who just are refusing to do it even though they want me to do it. Like, Raz has that to an extent, but like a couple of my exes have, they've protested way too much, and it burns second guessing into me. That's why I get frustrated at it. I like people to be clear about what they want, and if they're being tsundere or whatever, well, then they still need to be clear about it when I ask them. I can't beat around the bush. I hold them down. I hold them down and I tell them, tell me the fucking truth, you little whore. I didn't want to miss any of chat. I'm gonna go actually feed the dogs now. Okie dokie. Please don't starve your dogs. Very much think I would go nonverbal with sex. Yeah, I do too. Or I do. Rather. Yellow. Okay. Hi, Neb. Hard to get just annoys me, and I basically tell them to say what they want and then leave them alone if they don't. Yeah, that's usually how I do it. Either that or I force them to tell me. It really depends on how much I'm invested in it. See, that kind of hard to get mid-action, that seems awful. It's frustrating. There's an unfortunately large amount of people who do it, because a lot of the time people don't really know what they want until they're pressured into thinking about it. They're halfway between wanting something, but that's detrimental when you're talking about a sexual encounter. It puts the fear in the other person. It's like, it may be hard, but figure it out. They can't be... Okay, it's fine to do it a few times to force them into it, but it gets straining after a while. They need to bridge the gap themselves. I need to know what I want first. Well, the only way to know what you want is to try. Shit. I go nonverbal with any strong emotion or sensation. Like, I'll ride a roller coaster and sit there with a smile and closed mouth. That's very, very Tism-y sounding. I go nonverbal when there's too much happening around me, though that's eased up a lot over time as my sensory overload symptoms have eased up. You know, it's crazy. Rose did some things to us, like really drained us. At the same time, helped us untie a bunch of mental knots. So, like, yesterday Raz got fucked into oblivion, and usually she's out for a few days, but she's fine today. She feels like she has more energy than she has in a long time, and I feel the same. Did things a couple days ago. I assumed it was the tism. I went to an amusement park for one of my birthdays, and they were all like, "Are you sure you're having fun?" And I was having like one of the best days of my life. Yeah, be like that. Apparently just lose my grasp on language when overwhelmed. Yeah, that is, again, sounds tismy. I have absolutely nothing to add to this conversation. You're not going to talk about obscure World War II tactics. Rode one of those super tall coasters, probably my favorite. I'm gonna be honest, roller coasters freak me out. I don't like. It's the fucking noise. The noise just when there's a bunch of loud banging noises, it really fucks with me. Like scrambles my brain, makes me feel nauseous. And then on top of that, the additional nausea from being jerked around so much, I just don't think I would like it at all. I've been on smaller coasters and liked them to an extent, but once it starts to get to the nausea, I'm just like, fuck this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like feeling my stomach drop out from under me. That's something I felt too much. It reminds me of emotional fucking. I feel like Raz would like roller coasters. She likes being terrified. To be fair, my sister has the tism, so it wouldn't exactly be far-fetched for me, too. Yeah, I mean, there are genetic factors, but it's not... I mean, it's still pretty rare. 8-bit, remember, I genuinely have no interest in sex or romance. 205 foot, almost vertical drop, very fun. That sounds just horrible to me. I should make it more obvious when I'm being sarcastic and bad at text-based conversation. I don't know, that seemed sarcastic. That seemed sarcastic. I could pick up on it. I think he was just inputting on that. Despite games making me motion sick, I can handle any physical movement with no real feeling sick. That's interesting. God, now that I'm thinking of motion sickness, I'm thinking, and games. I really wish I could play Beat Saber again. I feel like a few of the people in our head would be unreasonably good at it. Seems sarcastic, but with 8 bits dementia, there's no way of knowing. Oh, something that I forgot to mention. Oh, there's an ad starting. I tried to mention it a couple times earlier in the stream. I'll wait until the ad's over. Get horrendously car sick to the point that any journey over like an hour is pretty undoable. Unless I'm at least in the front. I've never had issues with motion sickness. Not a bit. The only times I have issues with motion sickness are when I'm like being jerked around a whole bunch. I actually find car rides to be really soothing. Maybe it's because I spent a lot of my childhood in a car. Like, going long distances. I get horrendously cars. Okay, I read that. Literally ate a bunch of greasy amusement park food and then rode a coaster and hit something like 70 miles per hour and goes in reverse for half of it. Jesus Christ. For me, I feel like I would just hurt all over from tensing up so much. I think I would get off of one of those and my stomach would feel like it was torn open. Because of, like, my abs tensing so much. Roller coasters scare the shit out of me, and I'm a huge pussy, so I've never tried going on one. And this is really nice. I haven't done a just chatting stream in quite a while, and I mean, I haven't really felt the overcompensation and the like holding myself back from just saying what pops out of my head. It's made it hard to do anything without a prompt. So like playing games being a prompt, for instance. But when I can just let go and stream of consciousness things, it helps a lot. When I can respond to things without worry. Roller coasters are nothing to me. I've flown helicopters. I wouldn't mind flying in a helicopter at all. It's the jerkiness. It's the like being yanked around, and also the horribly loud banging noises of like the coaster going over the tracks. I like that sound when it's muted in a train, but having it right loud and next to my ear, it's fucking horribly disorienting, even on smaller coasters that don't go very fast. It's an absolute blast, and I just enjoyed the entire day. So it took a lot of courage to go on a rather large Ferris wheel at one time because I was quite scared of heights. Spent my entire childhood climbing trees and falling out of trees, so I never really developed a fear of heights because I just was exposed to them so much. Like, I climbed to the top of giant pine trees as like a fucking 10-year-old and just look out over the landscape. It was like I was playing a Far Cry game. The adrenaline just kind of lets me ignore what would otherwise be very overwhelming. I get that way for other things. I am an adrenaline junkie, but that doesn't really spike my adrenaline so much as it spikes my cortisol. I'm scared of heights, but I still went on that 210-foot tall coaster. Oh, okay, so the thing I was gonna say. You know how old Eris, she said she made her character as a way to like direct herself towards acting how she wanted and talking how she wanted. So like the Succubus persona was in large part a way for her to change herself to how she wanted to be. And I've been thinking a lot about doing that, and Rose is gonna help me make a new model, or get Raz to make me a new model, because she has a lot more intuitive sense of how to do it. And I'm gonna develop a new character, not really a new character, but more like a refinement of my character. I'd fucking shit myself if I was forced to climb a tree that big. No, you'd shit whoever was below you. Below me. We need to give 8-bit exposure therapy. Just really have to ride on one of my weapon pods attached to an attack helicopter. Considering my difficulty with making that art for you, it looks like I'll be using the newer design. Well, for reference, no, that's not right. What the hell is... There's a character from something, Hina? What is it? No. Is it? Archetypes? Yeah, okay. kind of like her. Let me just... bring up a picture. Kind of like her. Similar horn shape as well, without the side horns. I obviously had to use the picture in the booty shorts and crop top. Different shade of hair though, more like a light purple. Like really pale, mostly white with a purple tinge. Just get that off screen, right? Strike my difficulty with me. Oh, right. I read that. Brain does not like posing humanoid anything. Dude, I can't be twice skinny enough to pull off something like that outfit. Reminds me I haven't drawn anything in a while. I should do that. Hey, if you wanna draw fan art for me, I wouldn't be opposed. Or for anyone else in my head. Nobody panic, it's okay, I'm back. You were gone? I didn't notice. I posted a bunch of sounding and literary culture, and also body invasion via penis. Oh shit, let me just look at that. Man, that first one is just a fucking... that's just a dog. Oh hey, Meowscarada. I'm a big fan of Meowscarada. Oh hey, here's the Discord. This sort of shit tickles your fancy. You know, I just realized something. I don't think I moan as much on stream because I've killed off my habit of cracking my neck, and that's usually what I did. What a loss. Yaskarada one has turned up in regular lootery like a lot of times. Has it? Let me just look at it again. I do recognize it. Sounding with ice. That sounds pretty cool. If you got any porn requests, ask me. I'm very happy to find niche porn for y'all. At DL behavior, you're both getting punished. You're not dissuading them. Oh right, Esmond just rolled over because of course he did. Unintentionally a bratty sub. I've, like, before, Old Eris had a lot of issues with brats, because, you know, it's hard for us to judge like, to judge when people are being... When people want something, which is exactly why I said my tendency to just hold people down and say, tell me what you want, you little whore, but is pretty strong. But Raz has given me an appreciation for them. It's just brats that remain brats despite, like, you genuinely asking them to clarify something for you. That's the worst. That's the absolute worst. Oh hell yeah, grunt core, turn it up. A very straightforward sub. I'll do what I'm told and love it. Hey Goose-Duck, what up? I'm shocked you said anything. Usually you just come in and don't say anything and redeem punish me. What if what I want is to be held down and forced to confess my sins? What the fuck is this song? It's a song you've heard 1,000 times before, 8-bit. Jesus. Your brain really is Swiss cheese. Your brain really is Swiss cheese. I mean, look, if that's what you want, then I will happily do it. The issue is when people don't say what they want. There's some brain in there, I swear. Absolutely smooth. Like, atomically smooth. Like, so smooth that you could cold weld another brain to it. I don't have enough points yet. Yeah, you keep spending them as soon as you get here. Got you. I'm gonna look for a minute. I need to do something about these bugs now. Well, I'm sure your cleaning is helping. So maybe you won't have the bugs for that much longer. We'll just add a little more brain matter. It's not Swiss cheese, someone got your brain with bird shot. Yeah, it's filled with copious amounts of toxoplasmosis larva. One of the most fucked up common issues. Toxoplasmosis. You get it once, you get Swiss cheese brain. And you tend to get it from untreated water too, which means third world countries with untreated water tend to have extraordinarily high rates of toxoplasmosis, like upwards of 90%. And that's a permanent thing. Like, if you get it, you permanently have brain impairments. Like, even in the US, a place where the water is relatively clean, it's still like a fifth of the population or something. You also get it from cat shit, so people who happen to have their cat who just went out and ate an infected mouse rub its ass in their face while they sleep. Now they have a permanent brain issue. They have brain parasites that make them want to drive recklessly. That's another thing. I think I've said this plenty of times, but people with toxoplasmosis have a lot lower responses to danger and a lot higher risk-seeking behavior, which includes driving fast and reckless. There's actually a thing, like, if you die in a car crash, if you're a part of a fatal car crash, liver transplants are kind of immediately disqualified because the propensity for people who die in car crashes to have toxoplasmosis is very, very high. And it also infects your liver. Got 10 times as bad since I moved in, breeding somewhere that isn't hair. Jeez. Fuck. That's brutal. god, Lisa music is great. I feel like my stream and Lisa music are irrevocably tied. Need me a brain transplant. Well, you wouldn't be you with a brain transplant. You'd be dead. Okay, so another thing that we gave Rose as a trait is that she'll be okay with forcing us to do things that embarrass us. And I can already feel some horrible things in my head trying to wiggle their way out of that one. Like singing. Like, I want to sing, but I don't think I can sing, and I don't feel like I have much talent for it. I'm just too monotone. Actually, I think a few of the other people, like, I think Raph and Ram both have much better, like, sense of pitch and tone than I do. I'm really good at working things out, but I'm very bad at reproducing them. Several of those bug fogger things, it's not helped. Poison bait is what I'm doing now. Jesus. Embarrassment, you say. Yeah, I mean, no wonder I have such a big embarrassment fetish, considering I'm embarrassed by almost everything that's in my head, to some degree. Which is why I force myself to say it, because I don't like being held back by my embarrassment. But if it goes above a certain threshold, it turns into horny fuel. But at the same time, it's impossible for me to get myself to do it. So I have to have someone force me to do it. Oh, thank you for the sub, Gusta. I appreciate it. Can't sing for shit, doesn't stop me every now and then. Although I'm very limited by volume in the house. Strange how I don't have toxoplasmosis with the shit I drink and the way I behave. No one in my family has it. Guess living out here just gave us natural resistance. Not sure about that one, Chief. How do you know you don't have it? Because you need to get, like, tested for it to know if you have it. And also, I don't know, it might just, like, if you genuinely don't have it, like, it might just not be, like, native to your area or something. Like, it's ultimately a parasite that can only live in certain conditions. Just sexualize almost everything bad that's ever happened to me. I take it now, my only likes are ones that are bad. Old Eris was scared of developing a lot of fetishes, so she didn't do things like look at shock sites, like, ever, because she was worried she would develop fetishes for it. Like, early on into her life, she realized how easily she could pick up fetishes. But now I'm a lot less like that, and I'm into all sorts of fucked up shit, and I haven't lost myself to it, which is what she was afraid of. Like, I can still separate fiction and reality, and honestly, having people in my head that I can sort of blend the two together has helped a lot. Like things that are bad, yeah. Not into that kind of bad things, I just mean, like, my bullying experiences and embarrassing experiences. Raz corrupted me far more than I corrupted her. She gave me incest fetishes. They gave me age play fetishes. Oh god. It's a horrible one to admit to, but look. We're all consenting adults in this head. She gave me, like, gore fetishes. Like, I could post some more stuff in the server, but I've held myself back a lot from certain things. Scared that people will judge me for them. Even if I'm not into it, I'll view whatever you post. Of course. You're a general slut. I ain't gonna judge you, but gore isn't for me. Yeah, for me it very much depends, obviously. There's so many different ways you could go with that. My behavior, having a lot of the symptoms, doctors constantly checked me. I don't have it. The parts rats get medical checkups every 3 months for everything, and everyone else gets tested for everything every year. Running a hygienic ship? That's shocking. Yeah, I mean, you strike me as the sort of person who would have toxoplasmosis. I'm shocked you don't. Then again, it also kind of makes you a little bit retarded. Like, it's a brain parasite, ultimately. Or at least it isn't. No, it is straight up a brain parasite. It's a brain parasite in the critters that it's supposed to be in, like mice and cats and birds. But I mean, it does impair your, like, memory and your ability to form sentences, and it can also induce things like psychosis. Toxo's decently implicated in certain mental disorders. I think Alzheimer's and schizophrenia both are, like, Toxo is implicated in a lot of cases. Go figure, you have little worms blocking up your brain. It's gonna cause some issues. There's another thing I've been worried about. Saying retarded on stream. People really don't like that anymore. Like, I personally, the primary way I use it is when I'm talking about myself. We're just coming out with a whole bunch of stuff, huh? That's good. I've been holding things in for a while. Thinking about a girl neutering me excites me. Wow. Right, you're into the big CBT. Got it. Ram's pretty into CBT, but really light stuff. Of course, like, none of us are... Okay, there are a few things we won't do on ourselves, so we have to, like, simulate them. And that's one of them. Your balls are, sensitive. And not just sensitive, but prone to damage, so... don't do stuff like that. Unless it's with someone who knows very much what they're doing. Otherwise, you're gonna get a fucking ball embolism and then have a stroke. Also, don't give people neck hickeys. You may think it's hot, but it's actually very dangerous. Just do it on the shoulder, for Christ's sake. At least the threat. I don't know, dude. Banding is fun. What? I mean, branding? Bat killed several dozen with my shoe and placed bait. For some reason, having my bloodline erased does tingly things to my brain. Well, I would say keep that to roleplay. Banding, like with bands. Yeah, no, that's dangerous. Like, I'm not gonna judge you for having fetishes, but I'm gonna tell you not to do certain things. Just out of concern for your well-being. You're ultimately in control of your own life, but that's... Try not to do anything stupid. I have quite the memory relating to testicular-specific gore. Jesus. That sounds, potentially harrowing. Hey, I'm gonna take a short break, and then Raz is gonna come back. I just asked her if she wanted to join, and she's feeling energetic and wants to talk to people, so I will be right back. I hope everyone's enjoying. You should follow me and join the Discord if you are, and post lewd shit. Okay, I'll be back soon. Mwah. Hey, it's Raz. Hi. Boy. I'm... Like, I'm excited to stream, but I'm also anxious as hell because of the recent stuff Aris has talked about. God damn it, every time fucking new person pops into our head, do things that I can't fight against. It's bullshit. Okay, Goose Duck, get the fuck out of here. Where are you? Get the fuck out of here, shithead. Thanks for the sub. I was thinking about things to say during the break, and now I'm just blanking. This is a big issue with me. It's when I get embarrassed by shit, I just kind of clam up. It takes someone forcing me to say things for me to say them. A lot of the time, anyways. I need to. It was also kind of pointed out to me, something that we've struggled with, but I haven't been sure, like, why. Basically, my emotions, like everyone else, their emotions are kind of self-contained. Other people feel them, but they don't feel them, like, bleeding into into other people's emotions, you know what I mean? But my emotions bleed into other people's emotions, and then it feels like they're feeling those emotions, and then I feel what I think is them feeling the emotions, and I feel bad. So, like, if I'm feeling guilty about something, it makes me feel like someone else is feeling bad about the thing I'm feeling guilty about, which reinforces the guilt and makes me not want to express what I'm feeling. But it's not that. My emotions just resonate really hard. And I didn't really realize this until a few days ago. Like, I realized it in small bits, but not to the extent it was. And Yeah, yesterday was a lot of eye-openers. Feels like my entire head was, like, my entire brain was wound up in knots and just got, like, all the knots tugged out at once. Honestly, I'm shocked that I'm shocked that I'm even capable of streaming right now, because usually that'd be something that would leave me knocked out for like a week. Look at fucking Rose is too much of a she's too good at this shit. It's bullshit. I don't understand why I'm the favorite target. It's because her emotions resonate like that. Fuck off! Fuck off! A small target. You're small spiritually. You become smaller when people pressure you. It's just like me, but it's not just like me. I become smaller when people totally fucking annihilate me. Look, I'm fighting my own depression. Best I can do is make jokes about yours. Wow. Just total lack of empathy, huh? Taking it out on me, I see how it is. Just like everyone else in my life. Isn't without empathy, but you're such an easy target. No, I'm not. I'm not an easy target. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm a moderately difficult target for anyone who isn't in my head. Shut up, Arthas. You're a good girl. Damn it. This is bullshit. I am someone who's gonna force me to ruin my own reputation. This is nonsense. I don't think I had any reputation. Only straight man here. I don't think you're the only one. Besides, you have I don't know, you give off some vibes, man. Say for the most part you seem like that, but you seem a little bit more like you might be fluid. But I know you've also experimented with stuff, so maybe that's it. I don't know. So, anyways, Rose is gonna be helping me figure out what I want from my life. Like, the thigh isn't tickled at our for fuck's sake. Fucking bitch. God fucking damn it. I hate you, Noel. You slut. You celibate slut. Miss some of this? What do you mean miss it? Are you leaving? I'm a straight guy, I think. Okay, well, actually, the fact that you said I think, it speaks more to your likelihood of being straight. than it does to your likelihood of not being straight. People who say I'm straight and I know it seem to be like, Eris has noticed a lot of patterns with people, and that's one of them, that people end up going like straight to bisexual. Bastard Noel, god damn it. I can't fucking Rose is gonna give everyone so much fucking ammo against me. It's bullshit. I'm straight and I know it. Yeah, see, there we go. So Rose is gonna be, oh god, she said something. I don't even need Rose's help, it just makes it easier. Yeah, well, I was talking more in general anyways. I know you don't need her help. You don't need her help. Everyone believes me. Another day in the clinic. So, she said something. She's unreasonably good at getting to the heart of things, like, without much distracting her. She's only been around for like a week. She already has basically turned her head into her own personal stomping ground. Fucking stomping on me, especially. Ah. I hate how I feel. I hate how I feel compelled to say shit now. She said something. She said something. Basically, that I seem to need an absolute authority in terms of relationships. Like someone who will completely refuse to be permissive towards me. And Eris gets like that when she's horny, but she doesn't. But she's honestly very mommy-ish and soft otherwise. Someone who will put Raz in chains, a bit more than that, but that's the idea, yeah. I already left the Discord and I probably won't appearing often on streams because, to be honest, I don't really watch streams outside of you. I watch you more than when depression hits, so there's that. Oh. Well, shit. Well, I mean, I guess we talked to you through DMs. That's kind of a shame, though. We like having you there. Oh yeah, Rose has been... She has an interesting thought process. Let me just find a video, because I think this video illustrates her thought process pretty strongly. This one right here. She thinks a lot of divergent things in a wide sweeping area, and then like starts doing those divergent things in little bits to see what sticks, and then she narrows in on the things that work. And it's ridiculously good at like blowing through years of emotional repression. So she's gonna be helping me figure out what I want to do with my life. We're gonna be doing a well, we were gonna be doing a brainstorming session today. Today was either going to be a either gonna be a stream day. She said she'd reward me for streaming, so that's part of the reason why I'm out. Either it was going to be a stream day or it was going to be a brainstorm day, but it ended up going off the rails last night. We were going to do a brainstorm day, but she's now wiped out because she did a bunch of things to me last night. We used the last little bit of our weed that we scraped together from, like, dust in multiple weed containers. I had a very good night. I hate that the fucking harem of Doms thing is so accurate. It feels like it's more shameful than anything. Why am I into this shit? I'll explain more in private. Okie doke. One really funny thing is, I had someone mention my depression might be partially caused by a severe vitamin D deficiency because my symptoms rapidly decrease if I'm outside. Yeah, that can do it. I mean, we've probably had plenty of issues with that too, considering we almost never go outside. Although I think we're going to be going out a lot more. Rose's first day out was a fucking adventure. She just asked Primal to come, like, to take us to the park, and then she ended up going to the park easy. Then went to an Asian supermarket, got a whole bunch of went to an Asian market, got a whole bunch of new food to try out, including a giant bucket of kimchi, which we've been cooking into rice, and it's been fantastic. And then also Primal got some habaneros at the market, and she just came back and was like, I'm just gonna eat a habanero, fuck it. Like, Eris has only just eaten a straight pepper like that once, and that was ghost pepper, a bit of ghost pepper, not much, but it was enough. And it was when someone else offered it to her. Rose was just like, we have those habaneros, why don't I just fucking eat one? And then her stomach hurt the rest of the day. She certainly got an adrenaline spike from it. Need to start taking my supplements again. That's a good idea in lieu of like natural sources, but supplements have issues absorbing. So if you take supplements, make sure to take them with both some water and some fat, preferably in a meal. Otherwise, they may not absorb properly. They may not absorb properly even so, because different sources of vitamins and minerals absorb differently. So, you know, like vitamin A is pretty much immediately absorbed, but beta carotene, which turns into vitamin A, is stored as a pigment in your skin. So you can have like a stockpile of vitamin A with beta carotene. Also trying to run again during the day. Yeah, we're gonna be trying to get out more. I'm back and good to know about supplements because I should probably have them. Yeah, supplements can either be good as a thing to ease off dietary pressures, or they can be expensive piss that don't do anything for you or do very little. And because there's no regulation, at least not in the US, there's no regulation for them, it's hard to tell what they are. Like people who have a good sense of their bodies can probably tell if they're helping or not doing anything, but at the same time, that's really up to the individual and really prone to placebo. Protein powder is a great meal substitute, at least. Well, I mean, you need a balance of carbs, protein, and fat, unless you're on a specific sort of diet. Just having a bunch of protein is bad, very bad, in fact. It can cause like organ degradation if you have your primary source of calories be from protein. That can genuinely cause like liver degradation and shit. Daily asbestos fiber. You're not wrong. It is a fiber. Welcome to the stream, Susan. I eat like absolute crap because my brother eats like 50% fast food, 50% cheap box food. We've changed our diet so much. You know what we've eaten over the past 2 weeks? Salad, rice with kimchi, bagels with cream cheese and herring, like canned herring. I guess we've eaten a decent amount of pot stickers with the rice and kimchi. Eggs. The idea is protein shake as one meal while the other meal is veggies and carbs. Okay, yeah, as long as you're having a decent balance of, I mean, like, you do a lot of working out, so carbs are a lot more important for you. But like, in general, people should try to not eat as many carbs and eat more fat. But yeah, if you subsist primarily on protein, it's really bad. If you subsist primarily on fat, you go into ketogenesis, which is basically your body saying, I'm starving, let's start eating fat reserves instead of just eating the fuel that we have from food, which is one of the fastest ways to lose weight. Like, keto diets really do work, but they're also painful, unpleasant, and you have to stick to them for them to work. You have to stick to them. You have to keep sticking to them. Otherwise, you'll go out of ketogenesis, and you'll start consuming your carbs again. Starvation mode is very bad for you. If you're in ketogenesis, it isn't. Like, life expectancy goes down a bit. It's not cut and dry like that. There are a few different sorts of starvation modes, and honestly, like, a lot of your calorie consumption will still it'll be from whatever you're eating at the time, and your body kind of just adjusts to that, like, to how much you have. Like, it's kind of crazy how little weight you'll lose from just like counting calories. Choke gently. Oh my god, hold on a second. But if you go into full-on starvation mode from not eating a lot, it starts to eat away at your organs. Same thing if you eat too much protein, it'll start to degrade your organs. But if you eat high quantities of fat and low quantities of carbs, you'll go into ketogenesis, which is essentially a starvation mode. It basically tricks your body into eating its stored fat reserves. However, it's very good for you. I need to ask my friend who researched this for a thing. I'm going off of basically, okay. Eris, the original person in our head, we've got a bunch of people in our head, by the way, she like came from a medical family, like a split between medical people and food people, and then went to school for dietary shit as well. Specifically, dietary, like, requirements for people with specific medical disorders, so things like celiac disease, diabetes, epilepsy. And ketogenesis was actually, ketogenic diets were actually originally developed as an epilepsy treatment, because they reduce epileptic seizures a great deal. Plurality handshake. Yeah, yeah. We didn't realize just how many people seem to have people in their head. It's been kind of eye-opening. Oh shit, the torment the streamer. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, ads in progress. I should probably wait until that's over. Or I guess there I should. Fuck's sake. Speaking of starvation, I'm gonna go and make myself some dinner. Translation, you're gonna sit here for the next 30 minutes because you don't want to miss chat, and then you're gonna go make yourself dinner. Sorry, I just dropped something on the floor. You can see Raz enjoying getting choked. Sad day. Well, not. Arthas, I was waiting. Or we were waiting, I guess. Even if I resent you for it, I'm not gonna cheap out on the points. Unless you're into that, I guess. You want to get fin-dommed? Fin-dommed for points that aren't worth anything. Getting my money's worth, woman. Look, you're making me want to not give you your money's worth. Yeah. It's this is bullshit. It zonks me out, man. I don't. Shut up, Ezra. Shut the fuck up, you whore. I'm back. Shut up. I don't get, like, people in 8-Bit's chat were like, they didn't get that it felt comforting. I don't know, for all of us it does. Oh, for fuck's sake. Am I just your fucking point sink? Is that what this is? You're just gonna spend all of your points on me? Rez is a very cute, good girl, bitch. Still got 9K. Something tells me you won't by the end of the stream. I'm about to be offensive soon, Arthas. If you were here, I would be biting the shit out of you. I had like 30K, but I spent a lot on Kink of the Day. Yeah, I think we're just gonna make that a standard. We like having people have direction, like, to post porn. Here's the Discord if you want to post anything. Bites do not affect me. I can bite hard. And anyways, I know how easy you are to embarrass, so all I'd really need to do is bite you in places that are visible to other people, and you get really flustered in your day-to-day life when people noticed it. Save my point specifically to fuck with you in particular, Raz. God fucking damn it. Why is my life like this? No respect. I, Raz, just want to live a quiet life, but people keep kink-shaming me. Mess with any of y'all when I think it'll be adorable. Just say their mom got a little too excited last night. I'm ironically more confident IRL than I am. What? Their mom... What? What are you talking about? Miss Anime Protag. Are there... I need to know. Like, there must be... some like harem shows that are like one sub with a whole bunch of doms, but I can't think of any. Someone comments on a bite mark. What? Their mom got a... What do you mean their mom? Who's their mom? Called your wet dream. That sucks. That's not my wet dream, it's my waking nightmare, for one. And for two... I don't have a two. I didn't think about that. Don't lie, I don't have wet dreams, that's Eris. Yeah, that's besides the point. In any case, I'm asking you for anime with that premise. I'm not... You fucking dipshit. Can you learn to listen? Well, maybe learn to listen, Arthas. I ask a question trying to get an answer, and you're deflecting it. SMH my H. I know there is one, but it's old and shitty. What's it called? I wonder if we've heard of it. There must be more than... Like, there's gotta be a few of them at least. Do not know. Alrighty. Watched it on YouTube as a kid. You know, okay, so, like, I have a lot of issues with my emotions holding me back from expressing my emotions, which is a real fucking pain. And then they just kind of hide. They just kind of go away so that I can't address them. But with my... like, I hate to admit it, but at the same time, I know this is gonna help me deal with that. Like, the being really open. If I'm like that, something tells me a lot of my confidence is gonna come back, and then I'm gonna end up becoming more dommy, so we'll see how that goes. So Tiny, I just want to use you like a squishmallow. It's a lot softer than most people use me. Communal at least. Have handles on your head, fucking. Like, fucking. You know, half the reason I took this hairstyle was because Rap said that. I feel like I should watch some YouTube videos and distract myself. This is too much. This is going all out immediately. Got completely broken yesterday, and I'm doing this shit. For like 1% of the time I share a brain cell with Raph, scare me at those times. I mean, she and you seem to be pretty similar, but she's a lot more unhinged. A lot less hinged. I feel like she has a significantly higher chance of corrupting you than anyone else in her head. You have the measuring stick in front of your hair with a mini braid. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, oh. Oh, right, I see what you mean. Ah, Automod got a cheat viewers message. Trying to go down in hinges, I think. We are too. I mean, we're already extremely unhinged. We're just, like, kind of afraid of expressing it, which has been a large part of the reason why we find it hard to talk on stream. Why it's been hard to stream in general. But with the new person in her head, I think we'll find it a lot easier to express the shit. You have more than just handles in your hair. You have bondage ropes on standby. I can hog tie you with your own hair. It's not that long. Hold on. It's not that long. Look. See? Short. That is not enough to hog tie. You would need, like, probably to, like here. I don't get it. Bullying you makes me feel so much better about life, Raz. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't tell me shit like that. Gonna fucking, this is, why everybody gives me some weird form of Stockholm syndrome. It's always unique to them. I can't, why am I into this shit? I don't understand. Also, chat is... Oh, no, what? The fuck is going on? Remind me, Raz is short for Raziel. Yeah. Wait, how did you know? Have you been here? You haven't been here before, have you? Or I guess you haven't talked until now. The chat wasn't... Like, the chat on Twitch wasn't catching up to the chat on the stream itself, which is weird. It was like the chat on screen is connected to the chat server, so it's it actually goes faster than the Twitch chat because Twitch is only a small startup company that can't sort their shit out. Just enjoy teasing anyone, especially cuties, and you're overqualified. Christ. I was feeling horrible today, then I got to bully you and I don't feel sad anymore. I don't know how to feel about that. Bullying Raz is therapeutic, god fucking damn it. This is why I found it so damn hard to stream, because I knew it was gonna lead to this shit. I have such a love-hate relationship with all this shit. Suddenly things feel better. This is the first time I smiled all day. It's Eris. I'm glad you could get some joy in abusing my daughter. Fucking bitch! Why do you do this to me? This is some fucking scapegoating bullshit. People treat me like I exist to be crucified. Do you know how dobby I was towards Giga? Damn it. Nobody can see that though. Enjoy using you too, Eris, but Eris is scary when I try to bully her. Yeah, she really is. Never tease anyone. Pat, I'm a good boy. Alright, I'll give you pats, Dio. Pat. Good boy. Very good boy. You tried to bully me? What, DL did? If you're talking about me, then I succeeded at bullying you. I succeeded a few times. Actually, I succeeded without even trying. Kind of speaks to how easy you are to bully. You did not. What the fuck are you talking about? Do we need to have a stream together again? Because if I'm being less reserved and more true to my emotions, you're gonna break. It's funny. I used to be very protective of you, Raz. Now you're directly in my firing line. Do not recall being bullied. Is your brain also Swiss cheese? Feel Raz blushing from here, it's adorable. I don't know if I'm blushing, but I'm certainly gritting my teeth. God fucking damn it. No, don't grit your teeth. Why? I'm not like grinding them. It's more like an I need to bite someone right now gritting. I remember getting mildly embarrassed, not bullied during our stream. Mildly embarrassed? You were practically non-verbal. You were stumbling over every other word. You were giggling like a little girl. That wasn't mild. That wasn't mild in the slightest. Probably fine. I forget most people's teeth can handle that. Better than Sylvia, at least. Yeah, that's not really saying much. And to be honest, Sylvia put up a much better fight last stream she did with Eris than you did with me. So it's not even a bar that you have reached as of last stream. If we can get Raz so flustered to work as a space heater through the monitor. Don't do that. Our computer has issues with overheating, and if I heat up that much, it's gonna burn out our computer. That was like my second stream ever. Shush. You're outright denying that you were flustered. You're outright denying it. You said mildly embarrassed. That was not mild embarrassment. You're backpedaling because you know I've got you. So BRB, you gotta take dog for pissing break. Didn't even get into the gremlin laugh. But you were giggling a whole bunch. It was a little bit gremlin-y. Somebody get the clips. Did anyone make clips of that? Please tell me you did. Otherwise, I guess we'll just have to get more. I mean, if you... Oh, fuck. If you have a bunch of life stuff, do you think you'll be able to stream? Because we... Like, I would like to stream with you again. Right, I did. You called it adorable. Yeah, a lot. Wow, I'm, Did you really forget? You know, that, like, forgetting that sort of stuff makes you a lot more vulnerable to it, by the way. Because you can never fully prepare for it if you keep forgetting. That's how Giga was. She forgot about everything that I did to her, like, the day after I did it, because she would just suppress it. And then I would surprise her over it. God, it feels weirdly cathartic to talk about that. I didn't want to talk about it before because she was part of the community. I didn't want to, like, drum up drama or anything. And I was thinking it was my emotional shit that I had to deal with on my own, and it made it really, really hard to open up. I'm not gonna, like, go into a lot of specifics about it, but just talking about it a little bit feels nice. On another topic, how is the god? Well, I mean, it's an adjacent topic. You're still displaying your subby side, Arthas. And she hasn't really been active all that much for the last, like, week or so, but she's doing okay. She's gonna have a brainstorming session with Rose as well. Because she has issues with pushing back her emotions too, but in a different way. And we think there might be some stuff buried that she needs to work out, making her harder to, like, making it harder for her to be subby as well. Everyone loves Raffi the yeah, not everyone just deep throats her every time she's mentioned, though. We do a little authentic expression. Yeah, Eris made her reputation on that, at, like, being radically honest. But it's become a lot harder over time. She feels tied up by fear, and I've never really gotten into it because of that. Like, the time I started streaming properly was, like, after the relationship with Giga, and my emotions were just fucking shot. It's my job. I build up Raph's confidence. You give her the Gluck 9000. You're throating her like an unbelievable amount. Besides, me and Raph streaming was a lot of fun. Yeah, she liked it a lot too. Although I don't remember what you streamed. Was it? It was Stardew Valley, that's right. Like, I have no doubt that if Raph were in the same room as you, you would get on your knees and be her chair. And I bullied Sylvia. Yeah, that was pretty funny. She was pretty flustered in chat with us as well. I guess I still have to do the brainstorming with Rose. It got kind of thrown off because of last night, and she's a bit wiped out. What annoys me is Eris is immune to my style. She's immune to basically anything that she wants to be immune to. She's too tough of a nut for most people to crack. She has to give in. Not to twist words and intentions to bully people. She's too direct. She's too direct with that. She'll just own everything. Like, Raph, but you're being weird about it, Warlock, and you're gonna break your jaw doing that much sucking. Yeah, she does the same thing, too. Actually, I do the same thing as well. Although I guess I haven't done it in quite a while. Break a bone in service of a higher power, it's a bone well broke. Yeah, I have a feeling she'd break a few of your bones. And leave a lot of marks on you too. Honestly, I think Raph is a little bit less comfortable with the open sexuality, but it might just be because of the same sort of thing that I've gone through with the repressed emotions. I think she tries to, but she finds herself really uncomfortable doing, or not really uncomfortable, but like mildly uncomfortable doing it. She's not really sure if she wants to do lewd streamy stuff. It might just be more of a cozy streamer. What I'm saying is it's not my fault I instantly clicked with Raph. You tried so hard to deflect any responsibility. You clicked with her because you're you and she's her, and she can get you to do basically anything at this point. Work together to spitball ways to bully you. Fuck off. That may be true, but fuck you. She's more comfortable being lewd in private situations. I think she's more of an intimate lewd sort of person rather than an open lewd sort of person. Eris is very much open lewd. I'm like caught between them but want to be open lewd. The communal bonding experience, how best to humiliate the gremlin that is rat. Is this really what's gonna fucking draw people together in our community? Do I have to be the punching bag? I want. I mean, I guess Vayne isn't here, so someone has to take up the role. The touching bag? I'm sure you want to touch Raph's bag. You know what's funny? Raph is the only one in our head that only has a dick. So you've fallen in love with the one person who only has a dick. Grats. I mean, I guess we only have a dick IRL, but you know what I mean. When mentioned touching bag, yeah, Arthas was touching Raph's bag, fondling it gently and lovingly. listen to me autistically rant about ships for like half an hour. Yeah, I think that was mostly either Raph or Sophia. I was drawn to Raph because they're a cozy streamer, which I can be completely open because a lot of cozy streamers have got the hide personality traits. The hide? What do you mean? So I don't see the chat on, so I don't set the chat on fire. Oh, you've got to hide personality, I see. Well, I'm caught in between liking it and feeling ashamed about it. God damn it. You can't mix all the bullying in with genuine compliments. This is bullshit. I don't know who it was, but they seemed amused by me ranting about the shot characteristics of 4.1-inch secondaries. We have a 4.1-inch secondary. God damn it. See, this is the issue with having to say whatever pops into my head. Because I start thinking, like, I think about just a random thing from the distant past. Eris originally, like, old Eris got really excited about streaming with old Raz because basically she said that everybody would think she was a sweetheart and be immediately drawn to her, and it feels so weird to say that. I'm even distancing myself from it. I hate it. I think I can withstand more than a couple hours of this shit. I find something to do that distracts me. Otherwise, it's just as believable. I don't know if that's true. I know I'm shooting myself in the foot with that. It's been nothing but shooting myself in the foot. I'm making gothic harpy sounds. My foot is gone. Oh jeez, I just thought that Rose should reward me for doing a stream today. Raz is the only model that's flat, if I remember. No? Raph is also flat. Because it's literally just my model with a different face and clothes. Really true, Raz is so adorable. I remember Raph with the mommy milkers. You remember what you want to remember. She said multiple times that she has two forms in her head, and one of them is a lot more common than the other. She has the big mommy milker, blonde vampire chick, and then the short, flat-chested, basically big dick lolly. And that's the one she more often like feels she is. So Big dick lolly, interesting. Got such a range of perceived body types in our head. I'm gonna clear one thing up. I have no interest in rap. I just find the glazing to be funny to do. You know, you say that, but the more you repeat this, the more you're gonna end up believing it. It's kind of just what happens with most people. People will repeat things long enough, they start to blur the lines between what's real and what's not. And then they start to believe what they're saying. Eris has used that plenty of times on sexual partners to get them to open up more. Strategic sexual consensual gaslighting. That might be dressed like a milkmaid, but she's got no tits. She feels bigger and tittier than when she's being particularly mommy-ish. There are conversations about the brain. Do you think I'd bend to that so easily? Yeah, honestly. I kind of do. Look, the more flexible your brain, the more likely that shit is to happen. Like, Giga has one of the most flexible brains that Eris had ever encountered. And she was the most susceptible person that she'd ever encountered. Like, it's really the rigid people who don't do that. They'll say things as a joke forever, and they won't ever believe it. They actively blocked creating someone else upstairs after beginning the oh, you did? Well, shit. I mean, I don't want to introduce doubt in something like that, so I just won't. But I could, is what I'm saying. I feel like introducing doubt in that is actually irresponsible, though. Hit the veto and full stop the process before it got too far. I'm not surprised you attempted, though. Eris got the vibes from you pretty early on after we started talking to you that you were susceptible to it. Like there are quite a few people in the chat that we feel are susceptible to it. And part of the reason why we've been hesitant to talk about it, because we don't want people to accidentally create someone in their head just by knowing how to do it, because we could easily see that happening. I more wanted to understand how and stumbled a bit too close to the sun, then stopped. Yeah, that's how it happens. That's part of how it happens anyways. Like, originally, when we created RAM, we were only planning to create RAM, but we ended up talking to her too much, and that initiated the process of her creation. Favorite part of Hypno is later meeting the headmate that was sitting and observing everything. I take it you also have head people. It really is impressionable, and one of her mods I have to babysit her ass. Just for a heads up, Noel, could you not mention, like, us talking about her at all to her, because we did not part on good terms. Like, really, really did not. And we don't want anything to do with her. So, like, we're honestly worried. Like, I was so worried about talking about anything to do with her because I didn't want anything getting back to her. But now I think I'm more emotionally resilient. I just still don't want her in my life. She doesn't know the meaning of boundaries. Susan system confirmed. How many people you got in your head, or people like things, or constructs, or whatever? We've got 6 full people, and then 1 who's kind of like a floating person, if that makes sense. They don't feel like they're stuck in the meat. They don't really have emotions. They have a personality, which is interesting. And they talk in a very flowery way, like a flowery, metaphorical, like weirdly esoteric way. We gave them the working name TBD, which is just to be determined, and then never went away. And they're like, I don't care, just call me what you want. It's a bit convoluted, imagining it like substances with which can be combined. There are 6 to 7 elements which cannot be diluted. Okay, so yeah, we very much have distinct people in our heads, not so much blendy people. They'll combine for different distinct identities. Huh, interesting. We've done a bit of that, but for most of us, it makes us feel nauseous and gives us headaches and shit. And it's just kind of unpleasant for the most part. The one who can do it the best is Ram. Ram and Sophia are together, and Sophia is very much like a full-on dom, and Ram is very much a full-on sub. And Sophia can degrade Ram's sense of self so much that she sort of combines with Ram as like a suit almost. What happens in this chat is none of her business. I figured you would be like that, but it's just nerve-wracking, you know what I mean? Like, I had to basically break up with her like 6 times because she refused to just leave me alone to let me process my thoughts. To the point where I had to block her on everything. So it's just I don't want her in my life, and it's worrisome. But he is a unique being. A good comparison is Steven Universe. Okay, interesting. So people are distinctly themselves, but they can combine to be other people. That's interesting. Hey friends, I must depart. You'll have a good rest of your stream. Yee! Thanks for coming, DL. You livened up the place. It's been good talking to you. I offer a hug. It's good that you found distance now. Yeah, Yeah, it is. You're all of our adorable bully object. How fucking dare. I'm not all of your bully object. I'm Eris, Wrath, and Roses, I guess. And they just led me out. I'm not your bully object, I'm theirs. They just passed me around. gets a turn. Just everyone who they designate. Everyone is my bully object, not Eris. 'I wonder how you do with Sophia. I feel like Sophia's kind of immune to bullying. Like, she's too go with the flow. She just kind of goes along with people's jokes. Like a cheap brothel manned only by It's not cheap. It's not a cheap brothel. It's a high-end brothel with one courtesan. 25 cents an hour. Arthas, I'm gonna jack up the price. On you specifically. And no, not from 25 cents an hour. From higher than that. You have to pay to be here now. Speaking of, didn't you say you were gonna buy $200 worth of subs or something like that? That can be your entrance fee. Just have Eris, your pimp, deal with you if you ask for it. What? No, she'd do it. She'd do it too. She'd be like, nah, squeeze him. Oh, thank you for the follow, Goomba Mando. Why did it not play the follow sound? That was weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to go soonish. Primal wants us to end before 10 or by 10. Besides, she's not my pimp. She's my mom. God, this is so fucked up. What the hell are our relationships? Just anyone spawning in our head. Anyone spawning in our head has an incredible amount of potential to engage in very horny, fucked up relationships with anyone else in our head. Sounds like an even worse dynamic. I hate that I can't even say anything about it being her fault because it's my fault. Your mom can also be your pimp, at least until the law catches up. I mean, the law would disagree with either of them. No, I could if I wanted to bite down hard. I was trained on how to do torture just using words. I like fucking people. I don't like torturing them though. I especially don't like giving people psychological trauma. Yeah, I mean, what is the point in saying that if you're not going to do it anyways? She could traumatize most of the people in this chat with her words, but she doesn't. She could probably give you a bit of trauma too. Well, actually, she doesn't know enough about you personally to do that. That's the big determining factor, is the personalness of it. Hey, back. I'm Esmond. Wait. Depends on the country and areas. We'll just have to move to a place where your mom whoring you out is legal. Got two of them doing that, so Jesus fucking Christ. Your mom slash pimp keeps your price cheap because they also like to use you and the family discount is only 20. What? You're just making up lore at this point. How would that even work? We're all in the same head. Is one of us gonna pay the other? Like, what? How is that gonna work? You have to think about these things, Arthas. Think before you speak. Refuse, I'm funnier without a filter. I feel like you need to suppress your filter in order to be funny. Filters. So S and I have had issues doing on stream, so like, as much as I hate to admit it, this stream is probably really therapeutic for me. Damn it. It's Eris. Okay. First off, Arthas, I would never charge family for using my daughter. Second off, I would lend her out for free if it turned me on. And third, I would squeeze you for a lot of money if I felt I could. See, there you have it. It's Raz again. She's an opportunist by nature. Accidentally mean with people if I fully turn my filter off. Someone said he thought he was autistic for the longest time and then instantly said so did all of us. I mean, like, depending on your relationship with that person, that doesn't seem like a very, like, that just seems like a joke to me, at least. Barely knew him. Well, I guess it depends on him then. Like, he's an acquaintance. It's an ad in 4 minutes. Actually, let me check who is online to see someone to raid. Why don't I just try to find someone under the lewd tuber tag? Alright, here's a random person playing Oblivion. I'll raid them. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits. I am getting a little bit of a headache, and that's usually the sign that I should, whoops, I always do that. Okay, well, I ran the ad instead of snoozed it. Whoopsie. Damn, the sad is back. But because I'm leaving... Well, we'll be back at some time, probably sometime this week. We're gonna try to stream more. Bad or not, I hope you had a good stream. I did, and so did Eris. It's been relieving. So once the ad is over, I guess I'll say my goodbyes ad impeded. See you, streamer. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the server, by the way. Here's the Discord if anyone else is interested. Thank you for the temporary relief, Raz. I truly enjoyed bullying you and it relieved much sadness. I hope everything goes well and you feel better. I'm feeling better. I mean, I need to do the brainstorming and stuff, but I feel like this was weirdly cathartic. I kind of hate it. I kind of hate that it was cathartic, but still. Bully you again another time. Yeah, likewise. Okay, I'm gonna... fucking ad. I wish I snoozed it, damn it. Whenever I feel sad, I know who to verbally kick. You're gonna really regret this when we stream together again. Like, I'm making a tally of all your crimes, and I'm gonna pay them back tenfold. I will not. You're gonna regret it at the time. You may not regret it overall, but you're gonna regret it then. You know, unless you're finally giving into your bully fetish. Which seems equally as likely. Just built better. You're built giggly. You're built giggly and soft. Won't be bullied this time. I don't believe you. Okay, I'm gonna raid the person now. And here is the raid notification, and for subs, maybe we should change that because of the, like, we're gonna be changing our Twitch name to Esoteric. Yes, you want ammunition on me? I've buried children. I'm quite emotionally dead inside. What a thing to end the stream on. Anyways, we're gonna head off. It's been fun. Saris, I had a really good time too. This was therapeutic for me as well. We're gonna head off now. I hope everyone enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Mwah.